So most of you have heard of the Activision Blizzard Microsoft deal. A lot of you might not understand exactly what it is and what's going on with it. So today I'm going to cover a little bit about exactly what the deal is and what actually comes from it. So let's talk about it. So on 18th of January 2022, Microsoft announced its intent to acquire Activision Blizzard. It would cost them about $68 billion and it would allow them to take over Activision, Blizzard and King. This would mean that the Microsoft gaming division would take over the studios and generally run them from then on. The general idea was to allow Activision to continue producing as normal and just them managing it. This would give Microsoft the ability to not only release the Activision games on their own platforms and on things like Game Pass, but it would also give them the ability to get into the mobile gaming market through King and the games that they've released. There's also a big strong push towards cloud gaming as well, which is something that they wanted to move into a little bit more, and it would give them the ability to do that the way they wanted to. So what happened? Well, Sony came out saying that it would be anti-competitive, and this is why this entire thing started off. Regulators are tasked with making the decision to essentially say whether they think it's a competitive thing or anti-competitive and would negatively or positively affect the market. So far, the only two countries that have actively gone against the deal are the UK and the US, with the FTC and the CMA trying to stop the deal, actively taking it into court to stop it. This, of course, if you've already heard the news on it, the FTC failed to do, and they were completely kicked out of court because of it. CMA, on the other hand, made the decision to say no to the deal, and now they've been pressured to essentially overturn their decision based on the fact the FTC failed in court. The only other country at the moment, at the time of this video, that hasn't approved it is Australia, but we're expecting them to come through and approve it sooner rather than later. But it may be that they're waiting for the other decisions to come through from the CMA. So what is the deal? Well, it essentially means that Microsoft will own Activision and all of their companies in order to expand their presence within the market. As you may know, companies like Nintendo, for example, and Sony have their own in-house developers that make their games for them. Microsoft has the same thing. However, Sony have bought out companies throughout the years, so they own a lot more companies than they originally started with. What this does is it gives them the ability to take games that are made from these companies and release them as exclusives on just the Sony platform. However, more recently, Sony have been releasing games on PC later within a few years of the game being released. Due to this, and it would be essentially anti-competitive for Microsoft to not try to buy out other companies in order to increase the amount of games that they release every year and have their own exclusives, Microsoft have obviously decided to start buying up companies to expand their repertoire and essentially get themselves more games and more exclusives on their platform. Obviously, when it comes to Microsoft, releasing games isn't just for the Xbox platform, it's also for PC, so if anyone owns a PC, this is beneficial to them. And essentially what Sony's been doing with releasing games on PC within a couple of years is essentially copying what Microsoft's been doing for a long time. The only big difference here is that Microsoft will release games immediately when games come out on Xbox consoles, they will come out on PC as well. So that is the basis of it. When it comes down to it, Microsoft just want to expand the businesses they have to be able to release more games for their fans and people that use their platform. Obviously, one of the side effects is that Boosteroid, Ubisoft and other cloud gaming services are going to get Activision games on their platform because of this whole thing going to court, which is a bonus for everyone. And hopefully that means that you now have a bit more of an understanding as to what the deal is and why it's happening. So as usual, get down in the comments, give me your opinion on what you think of the deal and what's going on with it, if you agree with it or not. You know, whatever your opinion is, I will respect that. Obviously like the video so I know you like it, hit that subscribe button so you can follow me and hit the notification bell so you can follow my future content. I've been Lycan, thank you for watching my video and I will see you in the next one.